So welcome in, everybody. Welcome in. We just letting the uh change my Twitch. What you call it? Thank you. But welcome in, everybody. We got the Clippers. We got the Hawks and the Jazz. Excuse me. But welcome in. Welcome in. Just getting this Twitch edited. There we go. Excuse me. Bet. All right, everybody. Welcome in. Welcome in. So Atlanta is on a 3-game win streak currently. So excuse me. But yeah, man, welcome in, everybody. Welcome in to the open gym, Atlanta Hawks versus Utah Jazz. We're about to get rolling here. So, like I said, Atlanta coming in off a 3-game win streak, so hoping to extend it to 4 as we get these stats pulled up in front of us. Excuse me. So, I think Atlanta can push this win streak to 5 or 4. Excuse me. So it's gonna be typical starters. No Trae Young still for the next couple weeks, as he's dealing with that right MCL sprain. So Hawks are doing a really good job at weathering the storm without their leader and Trae Young. So it's really positive to see. I think it's kind of a good sign, honestly. I think as much as uh as much of a Trae Young fan as I am, I think the guys needed to develop their game as much as possible, and live reps is the best way. So, I mean, they probably would have done it with, in the minutes without Trae, obviously. But right now is the perfect opportunity. Trae is unavailable, so they need guys to step up. So, excuse me, backs against the wall, they've been showing up. So, as they take on the Jazz, both teams are averaging 115. Um, Rebounding has been kind of a soft spot for Atlanta, I'll say. So hopefully they can kind of keep the Jazz off the glass. Really, it's been a defensive rebounding thing. They've been letting teams get to the offensive glass too much. So that's kind of you know why Atlanta has been shooting themselves in the foot. So we're playing another Chattanooga native, bro, Ace Bailey, a lottery pick for the Jazz. So he is from Chattanooga. He played his a lot of his high school ball at McEachern. I think that's how you pronounce it. If I pronounced it wrong, I'm sorry. So he played it around the Atlanta area, which is kind of understandable. Um, the school that he went to wasn't like terribly big, so he probably wasn't gonna get too many looks there. So as we kind of look at it as well, Atlanta's only averaging 9.5 assists, so that's kind of I don't know. No, I'm tripping, bro. Yeah, I'm tripping. 29.6 assists. I was about to say, bro, 9.5 steals. So Dyson is on a 64 consecutive streak with one or more steals. Jalen is on his heels too, so we'll see if Dyson can continue that, and see if Jalen can add to his. So, like I said, typical starters. Nikhil, Dyson, Jalen, Risha Shea. Oh, Onyeka is in. I forgot. No Porzingis. He's just resting on this second night of a back to back. So no Porzingis tonight for Atlanta. So expect to see a heavy rotation of Moge, Asanu, and maybe even Infali Dante. So excuse me. So yeah, y'all, who y'all think gonna get the dub, man? I think Atlanta can't push this win streak to 2-4, but we'll see. So typical players to keep an eye on are Zach, Jalen, and Dyson. Yeah, for real. Even on the second night of a back to back, I still have faith in them, but we'll see. It's nothing is for certain. So last year the Jazz were 23, 24. Yeah. So last year, what you call it? Was that 2 years ago or was that last year? They averaged the most points against the Jazz, 129.3. So no Trey Young. Expect that to be a little lower as it's been kind of grinded out more so. Definitely defensive games until the end there when Atlanta's you know catches a flame. So we got some technical issues here. Or I guess it's some. I guess the net is loose or something. So a little delay here for Atlanta and Utah. I think they're adjusting the net or something on one of the baskets. So yeah, man. Like I said, Atlanta's looking to stretch this win streak out to 4. They're looking to get the net sealed in there. Kind of taking a minute, but yes, Atlanta is another point of emphasis for Atlanta. They'll be focused on points in the paint. So they average 54. Utah is averaging only 47.6. So coming into this matchup, Atlanta seems to have a favorable matchup there. Second chance points, though, 18.9 to 12.8. I really don't think Atlanta is going to be too high in that category, but 18.9 is a good amount of second chance points. So, and I don't expect Utah to be lighting it up. They only shoot 32% from three. I don't know if that's a just early on numbers or that's an early indication of how they'll shoot throughout the season, but 32 is quite low. Atlanta's only shooting 35. Like I said, I don't think that'll stay at 35. I think it'll float around maybe 37 to 40, maybe 40 on a high note, maybe. But on the fast break, it seems like Utah might be a slower paced team. So they're only at 14.8 on the fast break, and Atlanta is sitting at 19. So hopefully they can take advantage of that. They've done a good job. Last game, they did a really good job of getting out on the break and getting the ball to Jalen, getting the ball to their forwards, their wings out in transition. So Onyeka kind of sitting under the rim, wondering what's going on. Utah, what's happening? They doing team stretches, ain't they? So we are patiently waiting this Utah Jazz versus Atlanta Hawks game. Atlanta is on the third game of four on this West Coast road trip. I think they end the road trip with the Blazers, which would be so they get a break from the NBA Cup, and then the next game is on. Did I miss it? They're in Phoenix. They are in Phoenix, not Portland. So the next game is on Sunday against Phoenix. So that'll be a good one. But patiently waiting for this Utah game. They're gonna have another rim brought out. Oh my gracious! Facts. I do hope Asa is showcased in this matchup without Porzingis. Porzingis is out. No, nothing serious. He is just out for rest. So no Porzingis in this matchup. Utah having some issues, so I thought we were gonna have a decently timed game, but I guess not. I ain't gonna lie, bro. I did not know lacing the hoop was this difficult. Why is it So we might be underway. They might be saying, yeah, I feel I might as well just say let it go. So shout out to the court tech there, getting the rim right for us to finally get this game tipped off, man. So So one more game on this after this one, they'll be in Phoenix. So one more game on that road trip, and they'll be back home. And then no more late night starts. That's what I'm looking forward to, man. No more late night starts. 9 o'clock isn't bad, but these 10 o'clock games, 10:30 games have been brutal. So it's a quiet night around the league. Only 3 games in total. Um, None of them really pertaining to Atlanta. I know Pelicans games are kind of an important watch if you're a Hawks fan. So Raptors are currently beating the Cavs. So I mean, hey, they're beating the Cavs. So kind of kind of understand why the Hawks lost, especially without Trey. So, but here we go, man. Finally underway as Atlanta is taking on the Jazz. The Jazz retain the tip. So Hawks get the ball for the next 3 quarters. I guess it's two. Keontae George attempts a three. Jalen QB1 just overthrew Ricochet. A little early, man. They just shaking the rust off, man. It was a slow start, man. Kind of disrupted there by the trouble there. That's a bucket for Utah to start it off. So I don't have any sound, so my apologies. Don't know why the broadcast is not popping up over here. So yeah, man, Jalen has been flirting with that triple double as well. So my fault, y'all. I was trying to get that sound up and operating over here, but don't know what's going on. Can't hear the broadcast, so y'all might have to let me know if y'all can hear. Y'all hear the broadcast? I'm not really tripping about it. Oh well, I'm not tripping about it either way. So we got a turnover here, kind of unforced. Oh no! Look, ooh, oh that would have been nice. I can't lie. So Jalen already started try to facilitate, but that one just didn't quite work out as Onyeka gathers the little runner there by Utah. Jalen immediately starts backing down Keontae George. Ricochet for three. Let's go. As Ricochet knocks down a corner three by assisted by Jalen Johnson. And Nurkic gets a wide open look, but he breaks that. And Atlanta comes away with that board. Nikhil lines up a three, and he misses quite. He misses by a few inches. So Nurkic seems to be heavily involved in this offense. I'm not even gonna lie, bro. I'm not gonna try to pronounce his names. Jalen gets up a three. Easy work, man. That's a warm-up three as Atlanta drills another three as the three ball is falling early on for Atlanta. So that's a good sign. Granted, it's the first like 3 minutes, but that's a good sign. So yeah, on the graphics, you see Atlanta's won 6 of the last 8. So facts. I mean, kind of expected. I wasn't expecting a lot of players to kind of shoot out the gym early on. So kind of good for Atlanta. Good move by Nikhil as he dices through the defense and puts the lead up to three. It's 9-6 early on here. 9 minutes to go. So it looks like they got. I don't know if there's a switch or anything, but it looks like they got Dyson on marketing, which is an interesting matchup. Uh, don't know if he got switched or something. I'd probably rather see Ricochet on marketing if I'm being honest. I know Dyson is the lockdown guy, so I mean, shout out to Dyson guarding fours. So this season, marketing is averaging 28 points as he knocks down the and one opportunity. As Ricochet finds Onyeka for a three. I thought that was a Ricochet, but that could have been the kill on the assist there. I could have been tripping. There you go as Nurkic misses that opportunity. Jalen drives, can't lay it up. Probably was expecting a foul on that one. So Nikhil is guarding Keontae. Yeah, I think it was just a switch. So I think Onyeka was on Lloyd marketing as Utah gets a three of their own as Ace Bailey hits that three. So Utah comes back and ties it up. I guess that was a two. So they make it a 1 point deficit. So 12-11, Utah is trailing by one. So early on here, it's kind of been flip flopping. Atlanta shot pretty good from three. So that's kind of why the statistics are a little skewed right now. Points in the paint sitting at 8-2 early on. Second chance points sitting at 4-0. So like I said, it's gonna be a big focus for Atlanta here as they look to extend this win streak to 4 games. And like I kind of said last game, man, you can't expect anybody like an NBA team to roll over, especially this is early on in the season, man. Don't expect nobody to roll over. So like I know a lot of fans are expecting this to be an easy dub just because the opponent's record isn't reflecting a competitive or competing team. That doesn't mean they're not coming out to get that dub. So just got to stay prepared. It's always going to be a challenge in the NBA every night, all 82. Maybe not towards the end because teams know their fate when they're not making the playoffs and stuff. So it's a little easier to check out. So, um, we got a timeout early on by Atlanta as the Jazz cut the lead to 1 point. So early on, not too much going on, but Zach perfect from the field. Everybody perfect except Jalen. He's missed one field goal, but that don't matter. He's the highest scorer on the squad. So he's got a free throw, a three, and he's shooting 1 for 2. So early on here, he's having a good game. 2 rebounds, 1 assist, 1 steal. So early on, nice to see Nikhil kind of back in action. He was hurt these past 2 games before the game in Sacramento. So the game in Sacramento was his first game back in action. But they're 89 and 168 since Quinn. That's Utah. Okay. I'm glad I'm glad I put context behind that because I don't have sound right now. I don't know why. I think my computers might be tweaking right now. So yeah, we are 1 point lead. We are up. Oh, never mind. See, I knew. Oh, okay. So the stat bot said it was a 3, but the scores table said it was a 2. So it's 12-11. Um, as Nikhil is looking to get a good shot, kicks it to Ricochet. Ricochet cannot connect in the corner, so missed his second 3-point opportunity. And Ace Bailey airballs that. It's the Chattanooga native. Ace Bailey is 1 for 2 from 3, I think. I think that was the second one, unless he snuck a shot up while I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, 1 of 2. So we'll kind of be keeping an eye out on Ace Bailey since he is from the hometown Chattanooga. Excuse me. Played his high school basketball here in Atlanta, and then of course went to Rutgers with Dylan Harper. As Markkanen gets an easy backdoor cut and puts the Jazz up by 1. Onyeka straight away 3. That wasn't enthusiastic. My fault, y'all. I'll come back with a better one. But Onyeka hits his was that his second 3? Puts his total at 6. Dyson gets his first assist. So Dyson's been doing a really, really good job at playing that point guard role, facilitating the ball. It's been setting I don't know about career highs, but maybe he's been up there for sure. So Jalen kicks to Onyeka. I was gonna get enthusiastic on that one. So 15-13 still as Onyeka misses the straight away 3. Ace Bailey brings the ball down for Utah. Dyson trying to disrupt the play, and he does just that and pushes his consecutive steal streak another game as Dyson gets to the lane and gets the bucket to go. But like I said, man, Atlanta's defense is a key to their offense as they kind of showcase that right there. And Keontae George gets in the lane, but he misses the opportunity. So Nikhil is attacking. Throws it up and in. I thought that was gonna be allowed, but went straight to the bucket. So 19-13. Excuse me, on my fault. So Utah coming back. Lloyd Markkanen gets that 3 up. Loose ball foul. Yeah, I think he did surprise himself. I think that was supposed to be a lob pass, but that was straight to the rim. So Nurkic fighting for position, draws a foul. So like I said, they're showing on the broadcast Dyson Daniels has 65 consecutive games with 1 or more steal. So excuse me, he's sitting 12 behind Michael Jordan, um, 40 behind Alvin Robinson, and 43 behind Chris Paul. Chris Paul is the leader in that category with 108 consecutive games with a steal. So that's pretty impressive. So Hopefully Dyson can hit that triple digit mark, but we'll see. As Mo Gay is a early entrance for Atlanta, number 18 for Atlanta. Expect him to kind of make an impact on this game for sure. As Luke Kennard is also one of the first round of substitutions in for Atlanta. Oh, good stuff. Ricochet finds Mo and Mo puts it in. VIP Aaron. Let me see if I do have any Aaron, but if I don't, I apologize. Unfortunately, the VIP right now is full, brother. I apologize. As soon as I got more, bro, if you become a member, yeah, you are a member. So if I do have more, I will throw them your way, Aaron. So it's full right now. Let me see if I can change that for you, though, my boy. Let me see if I can change that real quick. I got you, bro. I got you. There you go, brother. But yeah, man, welcome in, everybody. Atlanta doing their thing, man. They're getting back to it, picking up right where they left off. That's insane. That's an insane tube color. Hey yo, no problem, man. No problem. No problem. That is an insane tube color, bro. What in the world? Whew, that's in arena entertainment is questionable. Hey yo, bro. What? Oh, bro, who allowed the long brown floppy man, bro? What? No kid, yeah. I don't even want to go there. That's wild. That is wild, but as we get into some replays early on, Ricochet hitting his first three and dishing out to Okongwu. So Ricochet off to a good start for Atlanta, which is a positive. I'm a big Ricochet guy. I'm a Ricochet believer. Um, so good stuff from him. 3 points, 2 assists early on. But the two subs for Atlanta are Luke Kennard and Mo Gay. I'm sure they got Onyeka and Dyson. That's kind of the rotation for Atlanta. Take the point guard and the center out first. Is it would be Dyson or Trey and Kristaps. So another round of rotations in for Atlanta is V Krejci checks in the game. So it's Luke, V, Jalen, and Dyson and Mo. So I know I'm not alone. Not the biggest fan of the three guard lineup in right now. I consider it to be three guards and the rest forwards. The other two as meaning Jalen and Mo. So Dyson, Luke, and V Krejci as Jalen just dimes up V Krejci right there. So V found the back cut and Jalen doing the dime, man. So Jalen has showcased his playmaking ability very well as I don't know who just passed. I don't know who got that pass off. Keontae George just dimed Cody Williams. Damn, that was a good find. I can't even be mad at it. So yeah, like I was saying, Atlanta was on a 11-0 run until that nice pass there from Keontae George to Cody Williams. So good stuff from Keontae. I don't know, man. I think the Jazz can be good in like a year. Not a year, excuse me. I think it's going to take at least 3 to 4 if they can make the trades happen. Jalen finds Mo. Mo gets it up to go. It's like I said, man. Jalen's just done a really good job at running the break. Like I said, that's key for Atlanta, getting out on the break, whether you make them miss. Uh, as Dyson pokes the ball free from what's his name, Kyle Filipowski. Oh man, Jalen knocks it down for a three, 28-17. As Jalen knocks down, I believe is what, second or third. Yeah, it might be his third. No, it's second three. As Keontae George is attacking, and they're calling a foul on Luke Kennard or Moge. I don't know who they're calling it on. My broadcast is silent. I don't know what's happening right now. But so we got Keontae George knocking down the first of two. As Jalen off to another Jalen Johnson game. As Keaton Wallace checks in for Atlanta, I believe he's probably going to check in for Dyson. We'll see though. But Jalen, 9 points, 3 assists, 3 rebounds, and a steal already. So Jalen's added facts. JJ is looking great. So yeah, Keaton came in for Dyson. Excuse me. So it's Keaton, Luke Kennard, V now. Oh, brother, that's got to be a lob. If Trey was in, that's a lob. That's a travel? Oh, brother, I don't get that. I I wasn't paying close enough attention to his feet. So who got coming in? Who is that? Oh, we got Onyeka coming in again already. So no Porzingis for Atlanta. He's just resting on the second night of a back-to-back. So if you're wondering where KP is at, he is just resting. Foul. Good stuff, Jalen, as he attacks the rim. Left-handed, but we got the foul. So he's going to go to the line here. I'm sure Onyeka was coming for the shooter. So Jalen, a great job at recognizing he has the mismatch there with Kyle Filipowski out there on the wing with him. So just a good job at attacking that mismatch and getting to the line. So he drills that first of two, pushes the lead to 29-22. So 7 points early on for Atlanta. Atlanta's looking to continue this little hot stretch they've been on. And it hasn't been really like games coming down to a stretch either. There's been kind of dominant performances as well. They beat the Clippers. That was a close one, unnecessarily. Think they kind of shot themselves in the foot with a couple of mistakes there at the tail end of that game. But as Kyle Filipowski comes in and gets that finish from Isaiah Collier, another Atlanta native, Isaiah Collier. Shout out to Isaiah. And another big reason that Clipper game. Shout out to Luke Kennard for a three. But the Clipper game was the V Crazy game, low key. So shout out to V Crazy that game. But as Jalen gets the steal, finds V, V finds Jalen for three. As this might be the Jalen game. So 14 points here early on. Yeah, he's squinting, man. Yeah, you already know. Yeah. Yeah. You already know. As Jalen knocks down his third triple, 4 or 5 from the field, 3 or 3 from 3. As it is now a 10-point game thanks to that Keontae George bucket. Keaton Wallace kicks it to Jalen. Jalen kicks it to Luke for a three. Oh man, we on fire over here on the West Coast. 39-26 as Luke Kennard drills that three from Jalen Johnson. So Jalen already up to 4 assists. El Cuba in. We might get that triple dub from Jalen. So Keaton gathers the loose ball. Kind of a silly. Oh. Okay, we got it. Jalen gathers the scramble there as Cody Williams is guarding him. Oh, where's the foul? Yeah. As Kevin Love. Oh, brother. He's not gonna be able to keep up. So another matchup where Jalen is finna just have his way. The forwards should eat tonight, man. It really should be a forwards game, a forward focused game. That is definitely my prediction for tonight. So expect one of the forwards or centers to go off, whether that be Jalen, which is looking like he's finna have himself a game with 14 points and 4 assists already. I think 3 or 4 rebounds. So Jalen is already taking advantage of the Utah's young guys. I want to keep wanting to call them Kings. Um, Facts. If expect it, if it is a blowout, expect it. Expect them to not get minutes at the end there. As Utah forces a turnover, as they find Markkinen in the corner for 3. Markkinen is, one of their bright spots over there in Utah. So I don't know what their plans are with Lauri Markkinen, man. So he's kind of been a name floated in the trade rumors. So we'll see what happens this year. Luke Kennard lines it up and knocks it down for 3. Luke Kennard finding his shot here early on, has 9 points. I believe he is 3 for 3 as well from the 3-point line. As Lauri Markkinen answers back, 15 points of his own. As Isaiah picks up his 3rd assist, Isaiah Collier, that is. Keaton looking to navigate the offense for Atlanta. Is driving against Cody Williams, puts up the runner, no good. Trade deadline is going to be very interesting this year, no doubt about it. I think it's going to have a lot of names. A lot of people weren't expecting to be in those rumors this year. As Onyeka is cutting down the lane, decides to draw back. So 10 points, 16, 15, 14, so on. Y'all get the deal. So Onyeka, where's the foul, man? Where's the foul? Where's the foul, man? No foul? Okay. So Filipowski taking advantage. Mogay recovering, but they're going to call a foul. So 2.9 left on the game clock. Don't know who the foul is going to be called on, but yeah, like El Cuban said, trade deadline is going to be interesting this year, man. And I don't want to hear nothing about no trade in the trade deadline, man. Leave us out of it this year, bro. We're finally happy. We're finally content. We got a good team around Trey. That's why I don't get it, man. People are like, is this team better without Trey? Like, that's the whole point. You want this team to be good when Trey sits. Like, isn't that the whole point? Like, isn't that what we try to do? Isn't that what we're trying to do over here in this organization? My fault. Because if he didn't have any help, everybody would be like, "Oh, Trey has no help." Like, well, make up your minds, please. As the Kings miss and Mo Gay is exasperated. First quarter comes to an end. It is falling Atlanta's way with a 10-point lead here early on. Excuse me, it is cut to 9. So 9-point lead is 42-33 as Atlanta seems to be on track for another commanding performance and to the help of Jalen Johnson. 14 points already, 3 rebounds, 4 assists. He is leading the way in all 3 categories for Atlanta. So Jalen has his fingerprints all over this game. So shout out to Atlanta. Atlanta still as the first quarter ends, it's 11-13 in the rebounding battle. So you know it's kind of going to be the theme or a theme for Atlanta as they kind of no Porzingis this game, so they are a little uh smaller in height this game. So no 7-footer, obviously, but still Atlanta has some Atlanta has some players with good just rebounding instincts, but sometimes they kind of get content when they do see Porzingis or Onyeka down there fighting. But they've shown that they can get it done. Last game, I think collectively they had close to almost 60, if I'm not mistaken, maybe 49. I'm not sure. They almost had 60 or something like that as a team. So, and it was really spread out through the whole team. I believe everybody almost had 2 to 3. So everybody was doing their job on the board. So that's gonna have to be the case every game if they want to be competitive. Because they have the ability to get stops on, I would say, at least 40% of opponents' possessions. And I don't mean steals. It just doesn't have to be a steal. It can be, an unforced turnover, a travel. They can throw the ball out of bounds. They can miss the shot. It can be a shot clock violation. It can be an offensive foul. So I believe Atlanta, can do that at a high frequency um, throughout this year. Even with Trey back, I think he can be impactful. I don't think he'll be Davion Mitchell, Marcus Smart. I don't think he's going to be that, but I don't think Atlanta expects him to be. That's why they brought in Nikhil. That's why they got Keaton. I honestly think Keaton is more like, honestly, his defense is not going to be the greatest, but it's the effort that they want to see. Asa Newell, baby, Asa Newell. We got the dog in the house. So yeah, kind of I kind of wanted to see Atlanta lean that direction. So as Keaton finds Onyeka in the corner, but Onyeka wasn't anticipating Ace Bailey being right there. Keaton, like I said, bro, just stripped Ace Bailey. So he a dog, bro. You're definitely looking for dogs on the Atlanta roster. That is Keaton Wallace, the brother of Kate. Keaton Wallace, the brother of Kate. Cason Wallace, jeez. As Keaton gets the 3 up, but Onyeka gets the board and gets the foul. So he'll be going to the line for 2. Asa Newell in. So Asa Newell is the first round draft pick for Atlanta. He was the 23rd pick. They traded the picks, obviously. I believe they traded one to like Brooklyn or somebody. But yeah, Asa minutes. Hey, Asa front court over here. El Cuba in, and me are the president and I guess Presidente and El Vice Presidente. My bad, my Spanish is kind of lacking. My apologies. But yeah, man, Asa front court over here, honestly. But we kind of been over it over here in the open gym. I'm just kind of, preaching to the choir. But Ace is kind of buried behind, established centers and power forwards. So you understand why he's not getting minutes. You don't have to agree with it, but because as Ace is getting on the floor right there, and man, just proving my point, bro. Every time he's in the game, he just plays hard, man. So shout out to Ace and Newell. Oh, V, come on, dog. That's you. For 3. Oh man, V on one, bro. He on a heater, bro. He like on a 3-game bender right now, dog. So yeah, Asa was hustling right there as he dives on the floor and creates the turnover for Atlanta. Oh, Asa with the block. Let's go. Get that shot out of here. Come on, Asa. Showcase them abilities, bro. Oh yeah, that's money. Oh, that's a good shot by Asa. I would have went crazy. But yeah, Asa with the block, man. That's good stuff. That's great stuff, honestly. So Asa told him, get that shot out of here. As Nurkic drives on Onyeka, and that's a brick. Keaton finds V trailing 4-3. Again and again and again and again and again. Bro, V is bro. That boy is a sniper, bro. I think 3 in a row, 3 games in a row. Yeah, bro. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. Certified sniper. Certified, bro. Because Onyeka can't quite come up with a stop against Nurkic. I almost called him Jurkic. V for 3. Bro, he's losing his mind again. He's doing it again. He's doing it again. V for 3, man. 53-35. Oh my god. Oh my god. Pistol V. Oh man, Utah buzzkill. What a shout out to Ace Bailey though. That was an Ace Bailey bucket. So the time on my scorecard is down. Touch pass. Okay, that I was about to say V is balling right now. Oh my goodness. Yeah, facts. Definitely, bro. He is definitely not gonna be nobody after this West Coast run. Oh, shoosh. So the time is lost on my scorecard. I don't know if it's I think it's on the broadcast. So yeah, it's lost on everybody. So 53-41. Don't know how long the 8:43 left in the fourth quarter as I read these shot clocks. Turnover from Onyeka as I try to pay attention to the clock. 53-43. So Utah snaps out of that. That was almost pretty quickly a 20-point deficit. As V Krejci quickly lost his mind. And Keaton gets the ball to V. Ace Bailey is guarding V. Oh, Onyeka was ready to shoot before he caught the ball. Luke Kennard gives it up, can't get it to go as the Jazz are quick to get on the break. And Sensabaugh finds Ace Bailey. So shout out to Ace Bailey hitting the break, getting an easy bucket. But we don't want too many of those now. So relax now, partner. Relax now, nephew. So man, Beat just going crazy, bro. Yeah. That's a wonderful sight to see if you're an Atlanta fan. So somehow, some way, V's gonna make the day. Pistol V, quick draw, boy. So V, 4 of 4 from the field, 3 of 3 from three, 11 points. So great stuff from V. All the rotation guys came in and chipped in immediately. Luke has 9 points, 3 of 4 from three. With that last miss, Moge has come in and impacted the game, but I think he has 2 quick personal fouls. So 2 quick fouls for Mo. So unfortunately, Mo game minutes might not be too heavy this first half, but that means Ace is getting a good rotation in. So he has missed his first shot, unfortunately, but he has impacted the game in other ways. He jumped on top of a loose ball and got Atlanta out on transition, and that next possession he swatted a shot. So good stuff from Asa, although he hasn't quite chipped in on the scoring end, but sure that will come. So great stuff overall from Atlanta. They were up to an 18-point lead, but thanks to Utah's chippiness, they've cut that down back to single digits. So look for Atlanta to kind of continue that dominance on defense, man. They want to keep Utah, scrambled, missing shots, turning the ball over. Um, you know, keep causing havoc on that end as they've done pretty well, causing 5 steals early on and a total of 6 turnovers. But with that being said, Atlanta has to do a good job at hanging on to the ball and keeping the possession, maintained. As they are only 1 turnover behind Utah with 5 turnovers. So you don't really want to see that as Utah only has 3 steals. So 2 of them are unforced turnovers. So you don't want to see too many unforced turnovers because those can be very detrimental to your winning effort. So you definitely want to see that change for Atlanta. You don't want to see too many. They've done a good job. A lot of people would say they've done better without Trey, but that is a lie. This season, they were actually turning the ball over less with Trey. So don't let the misconceptions fool y'all, man. Kind of Moge can't get it to go. So we got Dyson, Jalen, Mo, Asa, and V Krejci out there. So this lineup I can get down with, man. As we got another turnover there by Utah. Jalen picks it up, gets on the break, gets it to Mo. Hey, it worked out, bro. He timed the meter. Good defense, better offense. So Atlanta pushes the lead back out to 10, gets it back to double digits with 7:25 here to go on the play clock. So Keontae George is guarded by Dyson, got 5 seconds on the shot clock. Jalen got the switch. Keontae over Jalen, short. V gets the board, bringing the ball up for 3. That boy V cold, boy. Pistol V for 3. 650 is 5 to go, man. 58 to 45, man. V. Wow. You right. You are absolutely right. As Atlanta gets another turnover, V coming up, pushes it in the kill. Nikhil can't get it to go, but Atlanta's shot is looking good, man. I can't lie. All the shots they're putting up just look clean. So I want, I hope Atlanta stays aggressive, even though they see the shots sometimes aren't falling. Just keep putting them up. As Nikhil gets to the basket, gets blocked by Filipowski, kicks it to Mo in the corner. Mo finds V for three. V crazy boy. He gonna be a household name by the end of this road trip, ain't he? That's I believe his fifth three, bro. You are not lying, bro. Ridiculous, ridiculous, bro. I know that's kind of corny, my fault. As Nikhil attacking, his Mo at the top of the 3-point line. Mo, he got a veteran, not a vet, a veteran, and Kevin Love guarding him, so he takes advantage of that. Gets his feet in the paint, gets a nice turnaround to go. So Sensabaugh being guarded by Nikhil, kicks it out to who's that? Filipowski? Okay, Filipowski with the 8 points there. Oh, bro, get the ball to Jalen, bro. Yeah, get the ball to Jalen, clear out, bro. That's Filipowski on you, bro. And one, bro. Where's the foul? Okay, we'll take the ball, but Atlanta's shooting an amazing 14 of 23 from the 3-point line. These past couple games, the Clipper game, it was a slow start as Ricochet checks out for V Krejci. Oh man, I know the internet gonna love that one. But yeah, V on a heater. He looks exhausted though, so I think V's just out of gas. So it's his time. Backdoor, Jalen. Jalen probably thought he was gonna get fouled. Probably just not the greatest end of the shot clock. Look right there, but oh well. But V, bro, 17 points, bro. That's actually insane. That's actually pretty crazy. V doing his thing, man. Back to it, like picking up right where he left off these past couple games. Obviously, last game wasn't the 8 of 10 from the 3-point line, but it was pretty good. It was like 3 or 4, 4 or 5, I think. As Utah, that's Kevin Love right there. That is purely Kevin Love. As Kevin Love finds marketing, that's a good pass. As Jalen attacks, can't quite get the call or the basket to go. But you like the aggressive drive as Markkinen gets the dunk, cuts it to 5. Cuts it to 5. We got a timeout here by Atlanta, trying to stop the bleeding here as Utah on a little run. So hopefully Atlanta can weather the storm. V has been I think, what's another word for a bright spot? Like, what's more than a bright spot? Bro, he's been in the spotlight, dog. What in the world, bro? 6 of 6 from the field, 5 of 5 from three, 17 points. And he chipped in 2 assists and a steal. So shout out to V, bro. Shout out to V. He is hooping right now. So hopefully he can kind of will some other Hawks to kind of contribute in the way he's contributing. So hopefully some of the Hawks follow suit and kind of I hope he share that shooting, but shit. So we have how long we got here? 4 minutes and 24 seconds here in the second quarter. And Atlanta is, holding on to a lead. It's only 5 now, got up to 18. It was the biggest lead that they had tonight so far early on in this game. So right now they are holding a 63-58 lead thanks to V Craig's 17 and Jalen Johnson's 14. Um, Rebounding, I don't expect them to get like blasted in that area off the glass, but I do expect Utah to kind of maybe end up with the lead there in that battle. But it's 18-20 right now, so not bad, not bad. 18-19 in the assist battle. So Atlanta 10 assists behind their average. I think 20. Excuse me, I think 29 is their average right now per game. So Atlanta doing a good job. Like I said, you want to see them keep their turnovers down, but you want to see them increase the Utah Jazz turnovers. So Utah is sitting with 8 turnovers right now, 7 steals from Atlanta. So one unforced turnover, and Atlanta has stuck with 5. So don't know if they've turned the ball over this quarter. Um, might have early on, but good stuff from Atlanta as cameraman's doing a good job at finding Atlanta fans in the crowd. Shout out to the traveling Hawks fans. So good stuff early on. Uh, Another thing to keep an eye on is Lloyd Marketing, bro. 19 points early on. Where y'all think Lloyd Marketing gonna go? Y'all think the Jazz gonna keep him? Y'all think he gonna get traded by the deadline? I think he'll be traded this year for sure. I don't think that. I think the Jazz, see AJ Debansa in their future, so they'll do anything possible to get that boy. Yeah, he gonna be cold as Jalen attacks the rim, gets it to go. As Utah has zero answers for Jalen Johnson and company, bro. Any forward that wants to attack the rim, just barbecue chicken. No, god damn. So, uh, marketing gets Dyson up in the air and gets the and one opportunity. But yeah, you see why he's averaging 28 though. He might have a 40 ball tonight as he picks up 21 and looking for 22 at the line. So yeah, watch for marketing to get traded. I'm sure teams are, looking for him, a big man for sure. Got a lane violation by Nikhil. So lane violation, Nikhil said, man, he went up with it, man. So marketing missed it, but it was a lane violation on Atlanta, so he got to redo that free throw. So both teams can have 5 makes a piece at the free throw line. Jalen setting the screen for Nikhil. Nikhil trying to find Dyson. Finds Jalen instead. Jalen finds Onyeka for 3. Onyeka does phenomenal. Sensational. Bro, oh my God, bro. Are you seriously calling a foul on Dyson right there? So Atlanta's 3-point shooting has been on the mark this game. So great to see after a few brutal nights to start off games from 3. And sometimes not even hit a lot of them as Dyson checks out for Veet Krejci. So hopefully Veet can carry the hot hand. But unfortunately, Dyson, 3 personal fouls. Um, the refs aren't really allowing him to play his usual physical game. They're not really allowing anybody to play that physical game as Krejci is called for a foul on Laurie Markkinen. Atlanta doesn't have any taller guys to guard Laurie Markkinen. What's going on? Is he too strong? Keontae George misses. Nurkic gathers the ball, but Nikhil is there to get the steal. So Nikhil gets the steal, gets it to Jalen. Jalen finds Ricochet in the corner. for three. That my boy. That's my dog. That my dog. That's Risha Shea right there. As marketing, god damn. On Yeka, or he hit that. I don't know who he hit that over. I think that he hit it over Risha Shea. But man, marketing is having himself a game, man. 25. Jalen with the nice left hand reverse layup there. That was clean. So Jalen with the, he said, right back. I'll take that right back. So Jalen finds a trailing on Yeka. Onyeka was thinking about pulling that up as Nikhil was fighting for the board, but Keontae George seals him off there. So Utah Jazz is back in possession with 2 minutes and 10 seconds to go. Nope. As Ricochet gathers the board, he'll bring it up. Come on, man. Let's see your brother making skills as he finds Jalen on the wing there. V looking to make something happen, but mm, Jalen probably should have elected to have that. But nice little, pick and roll by V and Jalen. But normally probably would see the starters in, but Dyson is sitting with 3 fouls, so he's in foul trouble right now. Not quite getting to play that physical game as Jalen Johnson is getting any shot he wants right now. Any shot he wants. So Jalen with 20 points. It's gonna be a battle, man. Laurie Marketing got 25. Oh yeah, Jalen. Good stuff as Jalen gets a block slash steal. Ooh, let's go, Risha Shea. That's too familiar. And one. And one, dog. Come on, bro. Talk to me as Jalen finds Risha Shea on the break. Let's go. Excellent stuff. Jalen looks like a all NBA player, bro. Not just all star, all NBA. As he gets the the stock right there, I'll say that's a steal and block. And Jalen or Risha Shea finishes through contact, bro. Yeah, yeah. Come on, bro. Nerd can't stop y'all, bro. It's nobody. Facts, man. Jalen honestly might hit all NBA this year. I think we might be selling them short saying it's gonna be an All Star year. I think Jalen might hit all NBA, bro. He might just hit all NBA, bro. Bro is sitting at 20 points, 8 assists, 5 steals, 3 rebounds on 7 of 11, 3 of 3 from three, 3 of 4 from the free throw line. I know that's not like the flex that I'm trying to, but you get what I'm saying, bro. That boy going off, bro. Come on, bro. 5 steals is crazy, bro. What? That boy having him with Dyson Daniels night, ain't he? Come on, bro. So we got Ricochet at the line as the Hawks are looking to close out this quarter. They're on an 11-3 run in the past 2 minutes. So our old buddy George Niang is on the inactive list over there for Utah. So he's not getting too much burn right now. I know he's um what you call it? I forgot. I know I was talking about Niang, but as Jalen tries to find on Yeka, but they don't gather it. Jalen gathers it, gets another board. Has a minute to go here. 76-64. So Atlanta turned the ball over for the first time this quarter right there. Let's go. As Nikhil gets the drive there. Yeah, Niang kind of forgot about Niang too, honestly. So gotta adjust my brightness here. My fault, y'all. There we go. Appreciate Davi for tapping in and moderating here on playback, letting everybody know. Follow, become a member to the Open Gym. Catch more Atlanta Hawks games down the road as Utah gets to the line now. So shout out Ace Bailey, you got 12 points. This just came from marketing. Uh, I can see Utah keeping marketing, but I don't know, man. He's been in the trade rumors too much. But I think Utah got them one in Ace Bailey. I think he'll surprise some folks. It's another loose ball foul. Golly, bro. Why are there so many fouls on Atlanta right now? So Onyeka has 3, Dyson has 3, Mo has 2. So not great if you're an Atlanta fan. So unfortunate as that is, it's not necessarily a bad thing as, Atlanta's depth might show up as Asa Newell has gotten some run, but hasn't gotten much as Moge is the next Hawk to check in for Onyeka. So we only got 43 seconds to go here as Utah misses that free throw. And Jalen Johnson crowds it for his fourth rebound. As Jalen is picked up by a guard there. Oh, he should have went up for that, bro. As Mo gets it up, but can't get it to go. So Hawks lead is sitting at 11 with 23 seconds to go. It's about a 4 to 5 second differential between the shot and game clock. So Utah might get, half. That way, that foul was offensive, Lloyd Marketing. That foul was offensive, sir. It's going to be Atlanta ball with 11.2 as Atlanta looks to close out this first half like they've been shooting. So let's see, man. We got 11.2 as Mo checks out. Quick little stint for Mo. Let's see who's in, man. Is it Asa or Onyeka? Onyeka back. So Atlanta says you probably won't. Good stuff. Good stuff, Reese J. Way to rip the ball away. Hey, come on, bro. Get strong, bro. Get the bucket off as Reese Shea gets the bucket before the end of the half. Hey, that's a grown man bucket, too. Fought for the ball. Ace Bailey thought he had one. And Reese Shea said, "It's your welcome to the league moment, brother." And got it to go before the buzzer. So Atlanta caps off that first half kind of with it encapsulates the play, man. You hustle for it, you gonna come up with it. Stay with the play, stay locked in, you'll be all right. So great stuff from Atlanta here early on. From the first guy to from I don't know how many has played, but let's say the 12th guy, 13th guy, or 10th guy. So Reese Shea, 9 points, 4 or 5 from the field. Everybody's shooting, I would say, great this game. Nobody is shooting below 40%. So great stuff from Atlanta. Dyson hasn't been able to get a field goal up because he has 3 personal fouls, but he has dished out 2 assists and picked up 1 steal to increase his 65 consecutive games with a steal. So good stuff from Dyson elsewhere other than scoring. Scoring hasn't been too consistent for him this year, but hey, honestly, I'm not too worried about it, man. He is a monster on defense. So, Reese J, I mean, not too much to worry, but he has been a little inconsistent from the line. So, I mean, obviously, you're not going to be 100% throughout the year, but he was a 90% shooter going into last game. I don't know if that's changed much, but 0-1 from the line. So you like to see him be consistent. You don't want to see too many free points left on the board there for Atlanta. So because Utah seems to be a feisty squad, they're not going to just roll over. Um, so you want to see Atlanta take advantage of the chances that Utah just gives them. So So early on, Jalen, like I said, Jalen having a Jalen game, playing at an all NBA level, man. That a lot of people want to say he deserves to be an All Star. That brother might deserve to be a All NBA player right now. 22 points, 8 assists, 5 steals, 5 rebounds. Um, everybody gonna be like, "Where's?" They're gonna talk about Giannis and be like, "Where's the American that's doing it?" Jalen Johnson. That's what I gotta say. Jalen Johnson. That's what I'll say to that. So, Jalen impressing this game. I mean, right now it kind of feels like this is gonna be the normal thing. So 7 of 12 from the field hasn't been this consistent from three. So that might be, this game might be an outlier depending on how much more he shoots from three. But he seems to be feeling the three ball. So 3 of 3 from range, 3 of 4 from the field. So just attacking the basket, taking advantage of the mismatches that Utah, has. So good stuff from Jalen. Can't praise Jalen enough to be honest, and praise his play to be honest. So Nikhil hasn't quite shot the ball too well, but has been a positive impact on offense for sure and defense. So 3 assists, 1 steal, 6 points. So Nikhil, when he doesn't find his 3 point shot, he does a great job at attacking the rim. So and when he attacks the rim, he either gets an easy layup or he gets fouled. So 2 of 2 from the free throw line, 2 of 5 from the field. So not too much of a concern, but just like to see his you like to see him, stay locked in, stay resilient, and get good, easy shots to go. So going to the bench, it's been a really good game, man. Luke, Mo, Veet, Keaton, Asa have all contributed in their own aspect. Veet, though, 6 of 6 from the field, 5 of 5 from three. So Veet catching another heater from three, having a great game, 17 points. He did have the team high until Jalen came back and kind of stepped up for Atlanta. So good stuff from Veet, good stuff from Mo. Obviously, Mo, Asa, and Onyeka, obviously, because he's going to be starting. But Mo and Asa are going to get a lot more minutes since no Porzingis. Porzingis is out due to rest. They're not going to be playing Porzingis on probably the tail ends of back to backs. So if you're a Hawks fan, just kind of be ready for that, which I'm okay with. I don't really expect. I don't want them to run Porzingis into the ground during the regular season with minutes. I just don't see the purpose. But all right, bro. I can't lie, bro. This in arena entertainment is actually hilarious. They got the mascot as the bowling ball. Yeah, that's clutch, bro. Oh, no strike, dog. That's tough. So we got halftime here between Atlanta and the Utah Jazz. Atlanta is holding on to a 13-point lead. Math kind of struggling right there. So they got an 18-point, or excuse me, 13-point lead. I saw the 8 when I said that. So 13-point lead over the Utah Jazz, as Laurie Markkinen is Utah's bright spot tonight. So he's holding it down with 25 points. But Jalen Johnson has answered back tremendously with 20 points of his own, 5 rebounds, 8 assists. So triple double watch for Jalen. Atlanta's defense smothering Utah right now. So 11 steals, 13 total turnovers for Utah. So Atlanta doing a great job at, causing a ruckus over there on the defensive end. So, I mean, Utah, shooting the ball pretty good. I would say that's, due to Laurie Markkinen. That he has been their offense. Um, I would say the missed shots are coming from the rest of the squad, and he is saving them right now. So Utah is shooting a total of 55% from the field, 42% from three. So, um, I mean, there have been some, good three balls from other players as well on the Jazz, but I'd say that's a lot to do with Laurie Markkinen. So Check out Laurie Marketing stats. Yeah, 25, 10 of 15, bro. So from three, he's shooting literally 42% from three. So 3 of 7. So he probably isn't the greatest. He's not the one saving them. Ace Bailey is I mean not he's not the sole reason either, but Ace Bailey's 5 of 6, 12 points, 2 of 3 from three. So it's other 3-point shooters out there having a better night. So Ace and Lord kind of saving the Jazz offense right now as kind of expected. Those are the two bright spots as Nurkic, yeah, no. Keontae George, maybe he's 2 of 7 right now. So that matchup with Dyson might be kind of getting to him. So, but Kyle Filipowski is having a pretty decent game as well. So, but as we are here at halftime, I am going to take this time to run to the restroom real quick. So I'll be right back, y'all. Give me 1 second. Use the restroom real quick and grab another water. I'll be right back. We'll catch this second half as Atlanta looks to, I don't want to jinx it, man. I'll try to hold my tongue, but give me 1 second. I'll be right back, y'all. Hey, we back, we back. Drew, I feel you. So my take on JJ's defensive, how do I say it? His I don't know how to say it. His defensive weaknesses sometimes is I don't want to say effort. He does a very good job at effort, but you know, sometimes a brother might be tired. Sometimes your boy might be tired, bro. He got to do a lot. He has to do a lot. So he has 5 steals right now. So you know, as much as I want to nitpick, I do understand sometimes his lack of defense. Same thing with Trey. You know, I expect they're doing going out there 110%. But sometimes brother get tired. Sometimes but I feel you, man. I feel you. As we are slowly coming back here. So we are on playback Twitch and YouTube tonight. That is our consistent multi-stream. So appreciate everybody tapped in. As we are getting back to the action, y'all. We are almost back. We are almost back, y'all. So if you are on YouTube, don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. I greatly appreciate you tapping in. It definitely helps the channel over there. Um, and if you have yet to check out Playback, I strongly encourage you guys to check out Playback. It's a platform where it allows you to watch the game and your favorite creators as you know, as one. It's kind of giving the game back to the fans, letting the fans, it's giving the fans an easy opportunity to watch games. So if you have NBA League Pass, you can link your playback account to your NBA League Pass account and watch the games with your favorite creators. Join in on rooms, participate in the chat, watch your favorite teams, whatever you want to use the platform for. I strongly encourage y'all check it out if that is if you aren't on playback. It's a pretty cool app, man. It's kind of how I consume my sports now. I do have league pass, so I'll be watching games, but Hawks are definitely my main focus. I could care less about what happens with other teams. I mean, I like watching the NBA. I like watching other teams, but I don't really care to find out. As Onyeka gets a easy drive to the rim to start off the scoring for Atlanta. As Atlanta got the ball here to start off the second half. But it's looking like a G League game in there, ain't it? As Steve misses the three, but they corral the long rebound and get it to Ace Bailey, and he knocks down a three. So Ace probably chatting it up with Asa. That's a good look from Ricochet, but he can't get it to go. He misses his first three of the half. So you probably want to see him get his feet set. So if he got his feet set up under him, but he just looked to get that off. So as marketing gets an easy slip to the rim, so cuts it to a 10-point deficit for the Utah Air Force One. Dub Toker. I unfortunately have run out of VIPs at the moment. So um, if you become a member, as soon as I get more VIPs, I will bless you with a VIP. But all my VIPs are unfortunately taken up at the moment. So um, my apologies. When I do have VIPs, when I do have more VIPs, I will throw them your way. But we just got to build up the open gym, man. We just got to build it up, and then we'll have more VIPs. Tell your friends, and to tell a friend to check out the Hawks, man. Hawks are, I mean, hey, man, I'm not gonna boost them up. They're gonna be for real though. When Trey comes back, just wait on it, bro. Just wait on it. So Atlanta holding on to a 12-point lead here. It's a Utah timeout as the starters are with no Trey. It happens to be Nikhil, Dyson, Zach, Jalen, and Onyeka. Right now, Onyeka is in place for Porzingis, as Porzingis unfortunately is out. He sits out on the second night of back to backs. So no Porzingis for Atlanta as they look to extend this win streak to 4 games. And if they continue with this play, it's looking like they might do such a thing. So good stuff from Atlanta. You like to see that. So oh, that is not what I wanted to do. I did not want to listen on Meek Mill right now. So as we this timeout's kind of long. Do some box score watching, bro. I'm sure we'll ensue the action that way. So no Trey, obviously for Atlanta. He's out for the next couple weeks. Um, no Taylor Hendricks, no Walker Kessler or Kyle Anderson or George Niang for Utah. So both teams kind of missing some. Atlanta is missing their guy, the guy. Utah is just missing a couple of guys. So, but nothing much has changed to begin the first half. Onyeka got a bucket, but a couple players to watch this second half are Dyson and Onyeka as they both have 3 fouls. So you want to kind of watch as a precautionary for those two. But bro, keep your eye. It's gonna be hard not to, but keep your eye on Jalen Johnson, man. Number one for Atlanta, bro. He is number one. So shout out to Jalen, man, holding it down as Atlanta has been looking for some sort of offense, and he has been a source along with V and some other guys. So shout out to them as Onyeka gets that block, as Nurkic just blows through him right there. That foul was offensive. Foul was offensive, Mr. Nurkic, as that ball is going the other way. Onyeka did a good job to recognize who is who he guarding, and Nurk don't really know how to control himself. Jalen finds Onyeka, and Nurkic gets his revenge. Gets pokes the ball loose from Onyeka, and Utah is doing a good job at swinging the ball around. Just not a great foul there by Ricochet, as gets a little lackadaisical there. It's 84-74 as Nurkic is going to the line for the and one opportunity. So not the greatest defensive possession there for Atlanta as Nurkic kind of gets an easy bucket as he gets he breaks the shit out of that free throw. Excuse my language, but yeah, that was a pretty tough break there. So 84-74, Atlanta is looking to for three. Dyson finds Nikhil in the corner. Nikhil knocks down that 3-pointer. Dyson picks up his third assist. 87-74, 13 points. Utah is trying to figure things out. Defense has got to be better, bro. Defense has got to be better. So Ace Bailey gets another easy look, kind of off an easy drive there from Utah. Good stuff by Nikhil and Ricochet fighting for the board there. So 89-77. It's a 12-point lead. So Atlanta's defense needs to kind of step up there. Half court is doing all right, but you can't really rely on that. You kind of want to step up on defense. Hopefully, you can get a stop or two consecutively. So, don't really want to go bucket for bucket, but you do have a double-digit lead, so it doesn't really hurt. It's too strong there by marketing. Oh man, Ace Bailey came in pretty strong attacking, and he draws a foul on Onyeka. And what they gonna call it? So Mo coming in for Onyeka as Onyeka picks up number 4, man. That's not a great sign. So number 4 on Onyeka as Ace Bailey bricks the first one. Ball don't lie, bro. Ball does not lie. So Moge looking to get, a pretty good amount of minutes this game. So foul trouble has plagued Atlanta again. So hopefully they can kind of change that. So 89-78, Atlanta is doing a pretty good job. Dyson brings the ball up for Atlanta here. Dyson finds Nikhil on the cut. Nikhil's pass is a little too high for Ricochet. Ricochet tries to finish it though. He tries to time it. Transition defense has been fairly ugly for Atlanta, so they got to figure that out. They got to figure that out quickly to start the second half. Oh yeah, Nikhil, that's a nice drive. Just can't get it to fall in. So Utah on the run finds Laurie Markkinen. Timeout. Yep, saw it coming. So Atlanta's transition defense allows Utah. I don't know what that run was, but pretty nasty one there. That last 2.5 minutes. So Atlanta kind of finds a dry spell on offense. I mean, not really. They were kind of scoring there, but their defense is Swiss cheese right now. Which is kind of different. Different story from the first half. They did a really good job at putting a lot of pressure on Utah's um, initiators, their ball handlers, kind of causing havoc. But Dyson sitting at 3 fouls kind of throws him off his game. Obviously, having no Onyeka out there and him playing in foul trouble kind of throws him off his game. Dyson and Onyeka were sitting at 3 fouls to begin the second half. So it's going to throw you off your rhythm, kind of get in your head a little bit because you kind of don't want to play too physical, kind of take you out the game for real. So unfortunate stuff there. Foul trouble has kind of taken Dyson out the game. So Dyson hasn't yet to contribute chip in scoring wise. But 3 assists, 1 steal. He's been active as much as he can be. Um, refs not really allowing Atlanta to play too physical here to begin the second half. So hopefully we can get a better start out of Atlanta here early on out this timeout. So Coach Quinn did not seem to be happy with his team's defensive effort. So might be some subs coming out this timeout. You never know. So Onyeka was the first sub out. He has 4 fouls. I keep repeating myself in a short period, but it is what it is. But Hawks are obviously going to look to Jalen as he is leading the team with 22 points, 8 of 13 from the field. So hopefully Atlanta can turn it around, man, as we are sitting in a timeout. It's 89-83. Utah has cut the lead to 6. So Atlanta has to do a better job at getting some stops. They've turned the ball over twice already early on here in the third quarter. So obviously you don't want to do a lot of that as Utah is shooting themselves back into the game. They're shooting 57% from the field, 48% from three, and this time it's not just Laurie Markkinen, as Laurie Markkinen though has increased his scoring input or output to 30 points. So he got 30 already. He's averaging 28, so 2 points over his average here early on. So you kind of want to see that change for Atlanta. I don't know who's finna guard him as Nurkic picks up a steal, an out of timeout steal. Out of timeout turnover is just, yeah. So 89-85. Like I said, man, don't expect Utah to just roll over, man. Expect them to be a scrappy bunch. Expect them to fight as a foul is called on Nurkic there. It's got a little too aggressive, trying to deny Moge the ball. 89-85, 7:59 to go. Atlanta has 15 seconds to shoot the ball on the shot clock. So kind of mid shot clock, 15 seconds. Have some time to get some action going. They get the ball to Jalen. Jalen's looking to attack the mismatch with Keontae George. Finds Mo in the corner. Contested three doesn't fall. So Mo can't get that corner three to go. My bad if the stream is lagging. Ooh, thankfully. No, that's why they tell you don't save the ball under your own basket. As Jalen with a nice save, but he throws it right to Markkinen, and they find the three ball, bro, 88-89. So, uh, yeah, he smoked it, bro. Nikhil Alexander smoked the layup. He probably thought there was gonna be some sort of contest. So Utah finds himself back in the game, man. That foul was offensive, yo. Nurkic. Nurkic. I want to call him Yurkic. Nurkic picks up probably his like third or fourth foul. So that's a flagrant foul, ref. Get that boy out the game, man. That wasn't as dirty as his usual play, so I'm not mad at it. But Nikhil Alexander doing a good job at being the antagonizer. So Atlanta holding on to 1 point lead. Still holding on. Keontae George is daring Dyson to shoot that three. So good stuff, Dyson. As Dyson kind of understood he was getting kind of disrespected there and made something happen, cut to the rim. Jalen found him on that cut. So Dyson gets his first field goal. Hasn't been quite the Dyson Daniels shooting night, but V is guarding Markkinen, does a good job there. Jalen does a good job at corralling the board there with Nikhil. Jalen finds Nikhil on the break. Oh, yeah. No matter if it goes in, that's a good shot, but it goes for three as Jalen knocks down his 25th point. Utah bringing the ball up. Jalen has 25 points and 8 assists. I don't know if he has 8, might have 9. Yeah, he has 9 assists. So triple team sent Markkanen's way. Markkinen kicks it back out to K Love on the floor. Yeah, man, JJ, bro. If y'all don't know, y'all better make yourself familiar. So V doing all he can. You not lying, L Cuban. You are not lying. Not a lie was told as Nikhil Alexander checks out the game for Luke Kennard. 94-88. Atlanta's done a good job at weathering this comeback from Utah, holding on to a 6 point lead thanks to Jalen Johnson and Dyson Daniels kind of sparking Atlanta's offense when it's much needed. This little drought. Um it's almost crucial. So that's a good job by Mo. Uh that's a good job by Mo to rotate and not at least give Markkinen just a wide open look at the rim. So he did a good job at rotating, but he unfortunately picks up his third. So Atlanta is looking it's gonna be looking pretty thin. So no Porzingis tonight. He is resting on the back end of back to backs. So no Porzingis. So expect Asa Newell to get some run here as Mo Gay picks up his third foul. Um, but I don't know. I think Quinn. I don't want to say Quinn is afraid to run Asa. I just think Quinn looks at this matchup with Lloyd Markkinen. I just don't think Quinn believes Asa is ready. So I don't know, man. I'm in no position to say if Asa is ready or not, but I think you just got to throw him out there and give him that challenge, especially with Jalen out there, or if Dyson's out there, somebody else to guard him. Oh, Mo almost had it. He almost had that putback. 2K lying, y'all. Keontae George can't get it to go. Dyson can't corral it, but Luke Kennard comes up with it. So good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. Dyson attacking. Good stuff. Oh, he can't get it to go. Kevin Love fighting for it, but that's why you don't save it under your own basket. I don't know who Buddy is. Was that Sensabaugh? I don't know who that was, but Kennard got blocked. He flew out of nowhere. That way, that foul was offensive, Sensabaugh. No, that's Isaiah Collier. That foul was offensive, Isaiah Collier. Can't do that, my boy. So Atlanta has unfortunately turned the ball over 3 times this quarter, I believe. I believe. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Could be 5, 3 to 5. So no, it's not offensive. No. I don't have any sound, so excuse me for getting that call wrong. As Isaiah Collier is going to the line, Utah is now in the bonus. Keen Wallace is in the game for Atlanta. Whoo, brother, what are we gonna do? What are we gonna do? 5 minutes to go here in the third. I personally would like to see Asa Newell, but I don't know. Asa at the 4, Mo at the 5, Jalen at the 3. That's what I would like to see. But hey, I'm just a fan. But Quinn elects with this 3 guard lineup and 3 guard, 2 forward lineup. So Mo can't quite time the hop step. So another turnover for Atlanta, 94-92. So foul trouble has plagued Atlanta. So they're already down Porzingis, obviously, unfortunately, still down Trey Young. So, ooh, brother, Kevin Love snatches the lead for Utah, 95-94. Let's see if Atlanta can respond. Atlanta has to, they definitely have to respond low key. They have to get a bucket here. Jalen forced, yeah. It's a little forced, man, as Kevin Love gets his patent outlet pass. Isaiah Collier pushes it to 3. A timeout for Atlanta as Atlanta. What are we doing? It's 3 point game, man. It's all good. So transition defense has been the story this third quarter. It has been not that great. Not that great for Atlanta. So hopefully, they can change that because that is probably one of the bigger reasons Utah finds themselves with a 3 point lead right now. So 94-97, Atlanta, getting their offense has been here and there, and that is not going to get the job done when you're not getting consistent stops on defense either. So Utah kind of getting whatever shot they like, um, which is unfortunate because they probably wouldn't be in the game if it wasn't for Lloyd Markkinen going 12 of 19. So Lloyd Markkinen going crazy, man. So Atlanta has to do a good job at finding a game plan to kind of nullify his efforts. So he has 32. He's leading the game in scoring 32 points, leading both teams. So like I said, Atlanta has to do a good job on the glass, and right now they're getting out rebounded by 9. It's 38-29. Um, second chance points, 15-9, kind of around their averages. So Atlanta has to kind of nip that in the bud. Also, points in the paint, Atlanta is losing that battle, 32-40. These past couple games, they've done a pretty good job at kind of winning that category. So, kind of want to see Atlanta turn that stat around. So, fast break, dead even at 16. So, Atlanta was leading that category, but the more they turn it over, the more opportunities Utah is going to get to score after turnovers. So just got to keep the turnover battle in your favor, which it still is, but it's kind of getting a little closer than you would like. So Hawks don't necessarily need a 3, but they go to Veet for a 3. And a rare miss as Veet has been on a personal heater as Kevin Love can't get it to go. Jalen fights for the board, gets it himself, is bringing it up. finds Onyeka for three as Onyeka ties the game at 97 apiece. So good stuff from Onyeka showcasing his range. It's 97-97. So we got a foul call here as Isaiah Collier is driving to the line. So Utah wasn't shooting the best, but they have found their three ball. It's 14 of 31 now. They're shooting almost 50%. So I know George Niang like what? I know that man didn't have it in his game. So Onyeka, I believe, is shooting what 4 of 9 from three. So pretty good stuff from Onyeka, expanding the offense there for Atlanta and letting the floor breathe there with that spacing. So good stuff from Onyeka drilling that follow up or that trailing three. He's 4 of 8 actually, so 50% from three. As Collier knocks down the two from the free throw line and pushes the Utah lead to two. So Keaton kind of directing Onyeka to set a screen for V. Three in the key on number three, Keontae George. So kind of a rare miss free throw there from Jalen Johnson. Tough. 97-99. So it still is Atlanta ball. Not too much to worry about as Atlanta still has possession. Like I said, not too much to worry about. But we got a 2-point ball game. Got 2:50 to go here in the third quarter. Got 5 seconds to go on the shot clock. Luke Kennard attacking. It's too long, man. Holding the ball too long. Asa? 97-99. Yes, sir. Asa knew was about to check in the game. So Jalen Johnson about to get a breather here probably shortly. Good stuff. Jalen just read the pass there. Finds Luke in the corner for three as Hawks retake the lead 100-99. First team to 100. So 2:15 left to go in the third quarter. Utah has about half their shot clock left. Hawks doing a good job scrambling. Lloyd Marketing missed. Utah does not get the ball. So they fought for it, but it goes to Atlanta as Jalen Johnson gets a breather. 100-99. V Krejci bring the ball in. It's V, Keaton, Luke, Asa, and Onyeka. So rotation looks a little interesting for Atlanta. 3 guards, 2 bigs. Not my favorite. As Luke gets in there, attacks. Onyeka cleans it up. Luke gets a shot up. It's a little rushed. Probably, look for a better shot on that second chance opportunity. But Cody Williams is driving against Luke Kennard, and he meets Onyeka at the rim. Jump ball, man. Thank you. Keaton got swatted by Filipowski, trailing that play. Probably might could have looked to Asa there on the oop, but probably Lloyd Marketing was there, so jump ball between Asa and Lloyd Marketing. Good stuff by V, just keeping his hands straight up. I don't know, man. Caleb, that was pretty ambitious, brother. Luke Kennard trying to get that extra shot. I respect the game, brother. I respect the game as Kevin Love fouls. Hey man, they're actually looking at it too. So Kevin Love with a little extra on that foul. He knew he was getting beat. So I don't want to say unfortunate, but Ricochet, 16 minutes. His defense hasn't been the greatest this game. So if you're wondering why Ricochet hasn't been too much of an impact, hasn't gotten a lot of minutes. So expect him to kind of take up a lot of the fourth quarter. I expect. I could be wrong. You never know. So, but he's had a good game. 5 of 7 from the field. 11 points, 2 assists, 3 rebounds. Just the defense kind of fell flat. It wasn't just on him, but foul trouble kind of played into that. Dyson and Onyeka are both sitting with 4 fouls. Onyeka is actually back in the game as playing with 4 fouls. So Atlanta's kind of needed Onyeka though. So 16 points, 7 rebounds, 5 of 10 from the field. He is the only center for Atlanta right now, the only true center. As Mo Gay's done a good job to hold it down, and Asa Nua has done a good job to play some big power forward minutes. So just a common foul on the floor. So Keaton steps into a three, almost gets it to go, but nice stuff. Asa is probably not going to have the typical game on the glass, but watch him get a couple impactful offensive boards. So Kevin Love in the corner. Keaton does a good job at closing that out. On Yeka against Markkinen. Markkinen just gets that fading little hook shot to go. So gotta keep an eye on Markkinen, man. He got 34 points, so he's definitely been a bright spot for Utah as Atlanta's done a pretty good job to command the lead as Onyeka lines it up for three. Onyeka knocks it down. The pass comes from V. Krejci there. So Onyeka has his 19th point. He's doing a good job at from threes, 5 of 9, I believe. So Isaiah Collier gets a good job to get himself in the paint and get a good shot. As probably knew Onyeka was lingering with 4 fouls. So about 6 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. So Atlanta looking to drain it. Onyeka, it's a foul. So they're both in the bonus. As Atlanta is probably going to get some free throws. Yeah, it's a foul call. 2 shots. 103, 103, 11.4 to go. So Kings are more than likely going to get the last opportunity. But that don't mean Atlanta can't swipe it. So it might be a challenge. I don't know quite what's going on. My broadcast is muted. I don't know why. It's probably my computer though. Probably my system tripping. It's a little laggy over here. So my apologies if the stream is lagging, has been lagging, was lagging, whatever context it was. So we got a challenge here by Utah. So both teams are shooting good from three, which hasn't really been the case for Atlanta. It's either Atlanta shooting good from three or um, the other team has been shooting actually fairly poorly, which these past couple seasons has not been the case, man. And, Atlanta usually seems to catch the hot streak of any random role player. And this year it doesn't seem to be the case. It kind of seems to be the usual players going off, and role players are kind of acting like role players. So this year it might be a little different because Dyson and Nikhil are out there, so that just unleashes Mo, Jalen, and frees up Trey. So that's probably why it looks a little different when you play the Hawks this year. You're not just finding open looks from the mismatch, the easy look, the easy lick on defense. So none of that this year. It seems like if Hawks are getting beat, they're just getting beat. The other team's just playing better. So don't know what they did, but it was a successful challenge. So Hawks only have 5 seconds on the shot clock. V got a good look, but can't get it to go from the corner. So, oof. So game is tied going into the fourth quarter, y'all. Game is tied as Atlanta manages to tie it up as they lost their pretty commanding lead, man. They were up by as much as I believe like 18 to 20. Yeah, 18 was their biggest lead. So game is tied 103. Scoring is led by Lord Marketing on the Atlanta side. Jalen Johnson has chipped in 25 with 9 rebounds and 11 assists. So Jalen is on triple double watch, y'all. Watch out. Watch out now. As Jalen is got his fingerprints all over this game, facilitating, playing defense. He has 5 steals as well. So expect some records to come from that from Jalen. Some franchise records, some first player to do that that's not a center or something. So great game from Jalen, 9 of 16, 25 points. Like I said, 9 rebounds, 11 assists. So all NBA level play from Jalen Johnson. So good stuff from Jalen. Good stuff from the starting five, low key. Dyson and Onyeka have found themselves in foul trouble. So Dyson hasn't been able to quite play his game. Um, Still has a steal. Has contributed 3 assists and a board, just 2 points, but like I said, 4 fouls. So hasn't been able to be himself. Nikhil, 3 of 9, not the greatest game from the field, I will say. Shooting wise, hasn't been great, but process wise, Nikhil has been like one of the best players. Um, hasn't been like off nights all season this early season, but the threes have kind of been his struggle. But once the volume goes down, I think he'll, his frequency will go up. So yeah, man. Jalen just having himself a game, bro. I can't lie. Um, but the bench is doing good too, man. Unfortunately, Keenan hasn't done too well. He's these past games he's done a good job at contributing. So V, Mo, and Luke seem to be the only ones contributing. Asa hasn't gotten too much play. Um, I would like to see Caleb Houston maybe play a little of Keaton's minutes maybe this game to maybe try to find a spark because Keaton is 0-4. So I don't think it would hurt to throw Caleb Houston in there, try to get some 3-point shooting. And with the fourth quarter is underway, so let's hope Atlanta can hold on to what they started. So it's a tie game entering this fourth quarter as Ace Bailey gets a shot up, and Jalen records his triple double. His first, I think it's his first triple double of the season. So he got his 10th rebound there to go along with 25 points. Goddamn, that's a foul. So yeah, 25 points for Jalen, 10 rebounds, and 11 assists. So excellent game from Jalen. Excellent, excellent, excellent. So good stuff from Jalen. Uh, 103, 103. V attacking, kicks it to Jalen. Jalen finds Keaton. Keaton can't get it to go. So good look, just can't get it to go. It's all good. Way to stay aggressive, stay ready for the shot. 103, 11 minutes to go. Fourth quarter just started here. So third triple double of his career for Jalen Johnson. I'm sure it's gonna, not be his last. So Laurie Markkinen knocks down a three. So he's feeling it, man. It's 37 points for Laurie Markkinen. And Jalen attacks the rim. He's too little, man, as he attacks, sends the ball there and gets the bucket. Cuts the lead to one. As Luke, Onyeka, Jalen, Keaton, and V are in. Shot is off for Utah. Atlanta's on the break. Onyeka tried to line it up. V lines it up for three in rhythm, dog. At 108 to 106. V's 3-point shooting has been a savior for Atlanta, dog. A savior. So 108 to 106, 10 minutes to go. Onyeka, nice defense. Jalen picks up his 11th board. Wolf, nobody gonna communicate that. Nobody. As Jalen is, he's got his pocket picked by Ace Bailey. Keaton, way to force a little turnover. He didn't get the steal quite, but come on, Keaton. It's practice shots. Onyeka came in competing for it. You can't have that, bro. As Sensabaugh gets that three to go in transition. You can't have that, man. You can't have that. So I don't know, man. Thankfully, this lineup is kind of getting out of there, but oh brother, unfortunate night shooting wise for Keaton Wallace. He's got 5 assists though. If that counts for much. But 0 of 6 from the field. So not too positive from the field for Keaton, unfortunately. So I'm not a big fan of these lineups. I can't lie. So I don't, I don't get it. Um, but that doesn't mean that I'm right. I don't know what Quinn sees when he plays V, Keaton, and Luke Kennard. To me, I just see barbecue chicken, to be honest. It's tough not to, man. Veet, they're just not defensively uh they're just not that what's the word I'm looking for? They're just not defensively capable. So they're kind of struggling there on that end when they have those three in and the offense isn't clicking. So the offense kind of has to be clicking, which with V it has been, man. 7 of 9 from the field, 6 of 8 from three, 20 points again. Um so yeah, kind of want to it's kind of the unfortunate thing. Um if Atlanta was to run these, um I would much rather see Nikhil in there instead of Keaton. Someone who can guard the point of attack. I know it's kind of putting all the defensive responsibilities at the guard position on them when they do have that main defender out there. But still, man, when you're already going through a rut offensively, with Keaton shooting 0 of 6, and that's not saying Keaton's a bad player, man. I think Keaton is good, but it's obviously has not been his game shooting wise. Um, Obviously Dyson has 4 fouls as well, so that's something to keep into account. But it's the fourth quarter, man. Let Dyson play high IQ basketball. So Nikhil is coming back from those back spasms, so that could be a reason why his minutes are kind of limited. So it's kind of something to keep an eye on too, as well as Jalen enters the game. Yeah, if it was like if he didn't miss those games for the back, then I probably would right there kind of be questioning Quinn's decision with to not have him in there. So we got our wish, Cuban. Onyeka can't get the three ball to go. That's a good shot though, but it's Nikhil, Mo, Zach, Onyeka, and Jalen for your Atlanta Hawks. It's 108 to 109. Nikhil is guarding Keontae George. Got Mo on marketing. Got brought off by a screen. We got a foul by Ace Bailey 90 feet from the other basket. So Atlanta, unfortunately, they only got one timeout with 8 minutes and 53 seconds to go. So gonna be interesting. So Nikhil gets it to Luke on the wing to start this possession. Kennard gets it back, trying to run some offense between Nikhil. That's a foul, man. You fouled the hell out of him. As Nikhil does a great job. When the shot's not falling, man, expect Nikhil to try to get to the line. As Bryce Sensabaugh gets a little too aggressive there on defense, and Nikhil is getting to the line. That's another Chattanooga hoop legend right there, Nikhil Alexander. He knocks down the first of two, evens up the game 109. V Crazy looks exhausted, dog. So let me check, man. So Mo only got 3 fouls. So Mo Gay has 3 fouls. Don't know what happened there. I was checking the stats. I was box score watching for 3 on Yeka. Oh man, this might be the on Yeka game. This is on Yeka and JJ game. This is JJ and OO game. Big O game. So Utah looking to answer back as Ricochet guards Ace Bailey there on the wing. Nurkic receives the ball in the post, looking to get something going against Onyeka. He literally just tried to one arm Onyeka. Thank you, bro. It had to be the foul on the other end of the floor to call that, man. Come on, bro. As Filipowski just couldn't do anything. They did a good job at, Hawks kind of had numbers there. They kind of did a good job there. Jalen does a great job at getting that Nikhil miss at the line. So that's what it was. As Hawks do a good job at attacking the glass. Shout out to Jalen. Having himself a game. Misses the first of two. Oh, well. It's all good. Jalen knocked down that second one, dog. It's all good, bro. So Jalen 10 of 17 from the field. 4 or 5 from the 3-point line, 27 points, 13 rebounds, 11 assists, and 6 steals. So he knocks down the second of two to push his total to 28. It's 113 to 109. Atlanta is still holding on to the lead, man. They kind of lost it in that third quarter, but that's kind of common. As Bryce Sensabaugh knocks it down, cuts it to a 1-point game. 7:42. But like I said, Atlanta's kind of struggled in the third quarter. Past games hasn't been the case. But Onyeka for 3. Onyeka setting a career high. Insane stats, bro. Yeah, if he was on a major market, the networks would be talking about the emergence of Jalen Johnson. But guess what, man? We got to do a good job at blowing Jalen up, man. As Atlanta fans, we have to take the responsibility at taking the pride in our own guys. Onyeka for 3, bro. He going crazy, bro. Beat done rubbed off some magic, man. So Onyeka with 27 points as Jalen picks up his 12th assist. Boy, they going crazy. They going crazy. Big O and Jalen, man, earning their money, bro. 118 to 112 as Onyeka is going nuclear from 3-point range, my man. Shout out to the rim wrecker Onyeka. But this time he doing it from range. Doing it from range. Who needs Al Horford? You got Al Horford at home, bro. What you talking about? 27 points, 9 boards, 2 assists, 2 steals, 3 blocks, 7 of 12 from 3, 9 of 15 front of field, dog. Big dog. Big dog. Him and Jalen. This is the Jalen and Onyeka show. I don't know what they came for, but it's the Jalen and Onyeka show. And that's for sure. Man. El Cuban. What you think, my boy? What you think, man? They going crazy. Shout out to Atlanta, man. Shout out to Atlanta. I was getting a little nervous, bro. I was getting a little nervous. Definitely getting nervous. So Atlanta has popped out to a 118 to 112 lead. They hold on to this 6-point lead with 7 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. So like I said, Atlanta typically lets things get away in the third. That's usually the quarter. Sometimes they'll have a bad first quarter. Sometimes they'll have a bad second quarter. But usually it's either to start the game, they start the game flat. Like you said, bro, I'm nervous too. I'm nervous too. I'm gonna change that. I'm laughing at that one because I'm nervous too. Yeah, future is bright for Atlanta, man. They are the third youngest team in the NBA. I don't know if people realize that. Third youngest team in the NBA. So, and if you guys aren't familiar, Atlanta made a trade. They made two trades this offseason. One, I think, with the Brooklyn Nets. So, one with the Brooklyn Nets, two with the New Orleans Pelicans. They traded um, a pick that happened to turn out to Asa Newell. It was Asa Newell for Derek Queen. And in that package, New Orleans added in the 2026 unprotected, the worst of either Milwaukee or New Orleans. So New Orleans is off to a not so strong start. So we might get that. So we might even get a little bit younger here next offseason. So and Trey is what, 27, 26, maybe 27. So Trey's young, the All-Star is young, not even 30. So future is bright for Atlanta. So 23 total threes for Atlanta. I believe that's a season high. Yeah, we're definitely getting a good pick, that's for sure. So we'll see. Hopefully we do good and get a number one pick or something. That would be insane. Two number one picks within the past like 4 years. Oh my goodness. Yeah, we be eating good. Three from marketing. So that's a 40. But I told y'all, I'm not a betting man, but I said he might have 40 when he had 21 at halftime. So he has achieved that stat. So 40 from marketing. Jumper cannot find a mark from Jalen. Atlanta's up by 4. Collier gets it to Steve. He misses that. And marketing tries to high point that ball, but Jalen says, hell nah. Oh, watch out now. Onyeka finds Jalen. Jalen drives, gets a shot over Nurkic, but ran out of legs on that one. It's all good. He's been playing a phenomenal game. So Jalen has 28, 14, 12 to go along with 6 assists. As you see there, his defensive effort. He's tired, bro, and he has put the team on his back. So Utah cuts it to a 1 point game. It's 119, 118 with 5:45 to go. So Atlanta has to do a better job at stepping up. So V and Onyeka have a miscommunication there. Um, like I said, uh, other Hawks have to do a better job at stepping up. So it's V, Nikhil, Dyson, Jalen, and Onyeka. Not quite pleased with that, as that's going to be Atlanta ball, as Dyson does a good job at getting in front of marketing, not allowing him to get position down there. I'd much rather see Ricochet in the game for V. I know V probably got the hot hand, but I don't know. Doesn't seem to be contributing much right now, other than just vibes. It's on Yeka. Misses that three. There you go, Onyeka. Get that shot there. Let's go. Yeah, Ricochet might be time to plug him back into the game, as Onyeka uh converts that alley oop from Jalen. Does a pretty good job there. As Jalen, 7 steals. Let's go. Oh yeah, that's a 7 steals from Jalen Johnson. He might have a quadruple double. He might mess around and have a quadruple double. So yeah, let's watch for that. So 121, 118, 4 minutes to go. 121. Yeah, it's a 3 point game as Jalen is running the offense as a 4-5 pick and roll. Gets the ball to V. V gets it to Nikhil. Nikhil is attacking Keontae George. Off foot lay. That's beautiful. 123, 118. So you got Isaiah Collier attacking V. Krejci. Keontae George. Oh my goodness. Just had to give it up, man. Just had to give it up. Nikhil attacking Isaiah Collier. But Keontae George went to shoot the ball. He saw Nikhil was right there on his ass. So he just said, nope, I ain't finna do that. Nikhil right there said, I'll take that. I'll take that, Playboy. as Nurkic trying to get into Atlanta's heads, but with some just foolishness, trying to just push people off their mark and stuff. So Nikhil is at the line for two for Atlanta, extending this lead to 6 points. So Atlanta has done a great job this fourth quarter, keeping their turnovers low. I believe they may have turned the ball over maybe twice. Done a great job at causing havoc on the defensive end, getting Utah to turn the ball over. So they are winning that battle. Fortunately, I don't want to say unfortunately. So Jalen Johnson, bro, 7 steals. El Cuba in. Yes, man. The Dyson Daniels effect. He got everybody trying to play some defense over here in Atlanta. So Jalen going for number 8. Doesn't quite come up with it. But Keontae George cannot convert that corner 3. So that gamble was worth it. So Jalen finds Veet in the corner. Veet repositions himself, looking to attack. Might have traveled as Utah's looking to get a timeout. So yeah, Veet, just pull that, bro. Just pull that, bro. You've been on a heater, bro. 20 points. That's why you in, brother. That is why you are in. So you would like to see Veet shoot that ball. Um, if not, I want to see Ricochet in the game. But hey, man, I'm not a coach. I don't control the lineups, so I'm not even gonna get into it. I know that's a big discussion for Hawks fans. I would like to see, Zach finish out games. I know last game kind of got a little slippery for I think everybody. Veet could have been responsible if the Hawks lost. In those last moments, Ricochet could have been. It's 50-50. Those are guys who need to kind of have a trial by fire, technically. Just let them go, bro. Just let them go. So I don't know if we'll ever see that. So I would like to see Zach back in, but it's probably gonna be the starters plus Veet. Um, Not saying Veet's a bad player. He has had the hot hand, but I mean, he's only hit 2 more shots than Ricochet. Wow. Shit, I mean, 2 of 4. So Ricochet is 5 of 7, 11 points. Not the greatest defensive effort there to begin the second half. So that's probably why he's not getting too much play unless he got hurt. So Jalen with an insane stat line, bro. 28, 14, 13 assists, 7 steals. So crazy stuff from Jalen Johnson, man. 125, 118 as the Jazz uh, get the ball here. As Dyson is guarding Lauri Markkanen, I'm sure they're going to look for that mismatch as V is guarding Keontae George. And Utah can't get that as Onyeka comes up with the rebound. 125 to 118. So Atlanta is still trailing in the rebounding battle by 8. So foul on Isaiah Collier as Isaiah Collier came over to help Keontae George as he noticed he was the mouse in the house as Jalen takes advantage of that matchup and is getting to the line for free throw number 8 and 9. So Jalen at the line attempting to say 7-point game. Utah might elect to use this challenge. They were successful on their first one. So, bro, like, like NBA players where you get like irrationally upset where you just like see their face. I think that's Nurkic for me. He just like upset me. Like not like I don't like he don't live rent free in my head, but whenever I see his face, it's just like, bro, what are you doing, bro? You just like irritating. Not even upset. Upset is too strong of an emotion. He don't upset me. He just irritates me. It's just like a fly that just won't get out your face. He just like ugly. Like His attitude stink. So that's why it's irritating. That's not the same one, Will Hardy. Relax, Bucko. I'm doing a little bit of lip reading, but we'll see. That guy in the front row was like, "Oh, what the fuck? What's going on?" But a little nervous. Will Hardy was going full Karen mode, bro. He thought he was having flashbacks from the crib. There you go. As Jalen knocks down the first of two as they zoom in on Ricochet and Keen Wallace. Unfair. Not cool, bro. Ricochet has not had the game Keen Wallace has had. Let's not do that, bro. Yes, let's all form a prayer circle for Jalen Johnson's health. Hey man, Krejci just got lucky because he just got blown past on defense as well. So I don't get it, bro. I just don't get it, bro. If if Ricochet is not gonna be in the game, why is somebody who's just as much of a defensive liability as Ricochet in the game? That's your number one pick, bro. Like, no offense to V Krejci, he's done phenomenal, and shooting wise, he's done great this game. But he's only hit two more shots than Ricochet, so his contribution is not much heavier than Ricochet's to the point where I think he should be. Um, yeah, man, he's a specialist, man. He's not out here to finish games. Like, I don't really see the vision in that aspect. And it's three guards too. Like, you're running three guards. Yeah, that's wow. As Onyeka picks up number 5 there, 2 minutes to go. You're running three guards against a team that's probably three forwards out there, man. It's just not gonna be good, bro. Like, I understand Ricochet has his weaknesses, but still, man, it's kind of just, oh, man. I don't know. As Markkinen misses at 3. So Onyeka having a good game, 30 points. Unfortunately, foul trouble might kind of smear that, but good stuff on Yeka as he takes Markkinen to the rim pretty easily. So 129, 120. Atlanta's holding on to a 9-point lead early on here. Yeah, that's kind of discouraging, man. Ricochet kind of got benched there this second half. And Veet comes up with a foul. And that's what's frustrating, bro. Like, if Veet was a lot better than Ricochet on defense, then I'd understand his minutes getting taken. But Veet Krejci playing 30 minutes while Ricochet only plays 19 is very, 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 very disheartening. And y'all know I'm a fairly big Ricochet fan, not necessarily it's more so for the team sense, but like, still, bro, like, that's your number one pick. He getting 19 minutes over V Krejci. Come on, man. What are we doing? Make the right decision. My bad. Yeah, man. I get that Zach sometimes still has his lapses. And that's gonna be growing pains. Honestly, he's a second year player. He's not gonna be, have everything figured out. And you're not gonna teach him anything by keeping him on the bench. So it's just pretty counterintuitive if you ask me. Like, you're just, I don't know, you're delaying his development for no reason. This opportunity where Trey Young is out. He needs this time to make mistakes, bro. Like, I think everybody was, yeah, V is not on fire right now. He had his moment. He's been kind of selling on defense as watch. They're gonna attack him. They got Keontae George in the switch. Like I said, they attacked V. Man, you can't have V in the game right now, dog. You can't have V in the game. Got 60 seconds, so Steve, whatever his last name is, sorry to that man. Pushes Nikhil Alexander in the back. But yeah, man, that's as Atlanta's looking to get a dub here. It's pretty unfortunate that Quinn Snyder has not quite found his rhythm with rotations. So obviously Veet was the high hand, but 30 minutes over Ricochet, who is shooting only 6% worse at 71.4%. I guess, bro. And okay, bro, like you're gonna have a couple bad possessions like on defense, but Veet is literally a cone on defense, and I'm not the only one that says that. The stats back it up. So Keontae George loses the dribble there. That might be the dagger for Utah. So in a game where I'm nitpicking, it's been a pretty excellent game, man. Jalen and Onyeka both with 30 balls. Defense for Atlanta, fantastic. Jalen, 7 steals. Onyeka, like I said, uh, 30 points, 32 points, 7 threes. So great night for Onyeka from three. Oh, actually, 8 of 14 from three ball. So great stuff from Onyeka to go along with 11 boards and 3 blocks and 2 steals. So Nikhil playing good defense on Keontae. That shot, excuse excuse me, get that shot out of here as Nikhil swats that out of here. Uh, talking to the bench, letting the bench know that, hey, I got it like that. Got that lock on me. There we go. Jalen pushes Markkinen out the way, bro. It says get out of here. He's going to dribble the ball out here for number 4, bro. Number 4. That's a win streak, y'all. That's a win streak as Atlanta pushes their win streak to 4. I don't want to nitpick, bro. I'm not going to nitpick, but I'm going to do my best to stay positive. But wonderful game from Atlanta, man. Wonderful. It's 132 to 122. Quinn Snyder gets a win against his old team. So 4 straight wins, 3 on the road. So Atlanta is holding on to the second longest win streak in the East. Oh, my cat acting a fool, bro. So great stuff from Atlanta, man. It kind of got a little shaky there in the third quarter. Utah did a good job at staying in the game, but Atlanta did a better job at maintaining their dominance in this game. So kind of doing a little box score watching team wise. Atlanta lost the points in the paint battle by 8 points. It was 40-48. So you can kind of, look at that stat and kind of wonder why Utah was getting themselves back in the game. The three ball was falling for Utah. They were getting second chance opportunities in that stretch. The transition defense for Atlanta was not great in the third quarter, and Utah took advantage of that. Um, that's really when they upped their fast break scoring to 19. It kind of was at a stalemate there at 19 apiece, but Atlanta kind of took the lead there at the end with a 23-19 point finish there in that category of fast break points. But overall, these individual performances for Atlanta were stellar. It was an all right team game. Double interview. Oh man. Unfortunately, I can't hear, so my fault. I've been talking through it all. 8-5, baby. I told y'all. That interview was long as hell. Oh, weak. My fault if I was talking. If I talked through that, go ahead and clip that. But what a game, man! El Cuba in. You said that was the first player in the NBA history, man. We done got something, bro. Jalen Johnson, what a game, bro! What a game, bro! I know y'all saw the graphic there. Um, 31 points, 14 assists, 18 rebounds, bro. 7 steals, bro. On 10 of 19, 4 of 5 from 3, 7 of 11 from the free throw line. Excellent game from Jalen Johnson. And to back him up, Onyeka Okongwu, 32 points, 3 blocks, 2 steals, 2 assists, 11 rebounds, 8 of 14 from 3, 11 of 18 from the field. That's crazy work, bro. So as much as I wanted to see some other guys play, bro, I cannot complain, bro. Jalen and Onyeka dropped a combined 63 points, bro. On 21 of what? 37? 21 of 37, bro. I had to do the math there real quick. Wonderful stuff, man. Um, Everybody chipped in. Yes, man. That makes it just a joy to watch. So I'm glad Atlanta is clicking right now. I'm glad everybody kind of stay locked in, man. I'm glad everybody weathered the storm, man. It got shaky there at the beginning, especially after the Trey injury. But hey, man, it is looking like it's coming together. So crazy stat lines for the Hawks front court tonight as Onyeka steps in for Porzingis, and I don't know, might have stole the show, but we'll see. We'll see, man. What a game for Atlanta. Shout out to Laurie Marketing too, man. He had a 40 ball, man. He had a 40 ball. So can't go without saying that Atlanta's defense got some work to do. Granted, they were missing Porzingis, so it's a little different look for Atlanta on the defensive end, but hell of a game for Atlanta as we close out this stream. And Atlanta catches a little break. We got NBA Cup basketball tomorrow, so we might go live tomorrow, catch an NBA Cup game. Depending on who it is, but for sure we'll be excuse me, for sure we'll be streaming at some point tomorrow. But going to be a break from Hawks basketball until Sunday. So Sunday we take on the Phoenix Suns, and that game is at 8 o'clock. So not terribly late. 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern time. So I appreciate you. I appreciate you. Appreciate you tuning in, El Cuban. I definitely appreciate you. Thanks for turning up the chat. So, like I said, Sunday we will be back in the open gym Sunday at 8 o'clock, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'll catch y'all later. We'll be live, what you call it? We'll be live gaming on Twitch and YouTube these next couple days. So in between then I'll see you over on YouTube and Twitch. But until then, I appreciate y'all tapping in on Playback or whichever platform you tapped in on, whether that be YouTube, Playback, or Twitch. So We'll be back on playback on Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern. So I'll catch y'all later. Again, thank y'all. Y'all have a good one. Until next time, I'll catch y'all. Maybe.